the Saints. What you need?
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Mills now. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. That is a big gainer for the Saints. It's a gain of 34.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Okay, ready. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's in. What a drive. Touchdown, Saints. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
York is good on the extra point. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Inside the 30. he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's Mills. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Mills. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it.
Here we go, here we go. Wrap ball 80. Go.
Back to throw, Mills. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First catch in this one for Olave. And it gives these guys a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Zach Bond, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
going to be third. They need one.
Ready?
Now Mills. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Here's a first carry to their running back. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Olave is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
9 yards.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
18, come.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now give on the ground, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
On the ready. Let's go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Throwing is Mills. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did. The entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
York good on the extra point. The Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
ready? Set. 70s.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced to his right. Whoa. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, set. Check go.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Let's go now. Rock all 80.
They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And this tackle there, he pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
So after 1, the Saints out on top. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Go! 70 Lions!
We'll try the... Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On the jump!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Riley. And a nice return here as well. Takes it up to the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mills to throw. The left side into the hands of Olave. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Space to run inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. York good on the extra point. And the Saints will take a 21-7 lead. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Sack. Hook.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
And off the deflection, it is taken in. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
Set. 60 Bison. 60. Set. Go.
Now a handoff running right. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Third down, 3 to go.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's brought down to 17. That's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for not now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Go. 70 Timberwolf. Steady.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Saints are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal.
Street. Set up. Hawks. Ready.
He'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
70 Lions. Check go.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 9.
60 Bison. 60. Check go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He finds Devontae Smith. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 15 yards through the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. He'll look to throw. That is into the hands of Wicks. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. It is brought in the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Now, faking the give. Right side to Olave.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 each.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. And he will go all the way. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
It's the score, Saints 34, Eagles 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Chase Young. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, go.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Third and 2. Here we go. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's their punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. McMillan, the man in motion. Back to throw, Mills. Got it into the hands of Olave. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19 Tigers.
To throw is Mills. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field.
54-yard attempt.
That one is good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
The 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
3rd down and 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2.
Hey, smash brother. Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
They'll stick with him again. some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Makes it 3rd and
Depending
2.
on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On the jump.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready. 70. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Saints will punt this one away. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cougar 19. Check go.
Here's a designed run. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Cam Jurgens guilty there.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Shipley. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
What's going on, guys? You can do better than this. Tag! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
12 yards.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Hawks, 70, Hawks.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. On the return, here's McMillan. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60.
Here's Mills. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41, Here's 2nd and 8.
Go! Viking 18. Check out.
Mills now. That is intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick-6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles are able to edge a bit closer.
37. Eagles 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready, set. Come on, set. 70 Lions. Street. Steady.
We'll start the drive with Miller. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Smith. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Set up. Tap.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Third down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. First and goal coming up.
First down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Let's go now.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles get it back to within 9.
Saints 37, Eagles 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
The drive will start on the ground. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, New Orleans.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Let's go.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down by Sidney Brown. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
Now Mills. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
inches.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have the Saints first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Set.
Throwing is Mills. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mills to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
3rd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want a defender return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready up.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. over the middle and caught by Smith. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
At the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Got it. Ready?
Here's second and 4 from the 24.
Ready? Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
That one caught by Smith. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row, and another first down.
Hold it ready.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Barkley. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Now, second and goal.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles have cut the deficit to 5.
Eagles 35.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss of 2.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Cut up.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver really knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike. And it's as simple as, if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Third down and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw, Mills. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll let this go for Goddard. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here's 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Another try, 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's another Eagles first down.
Here's the spike, and he stops it with 8 seconds remaining. Second and goal. Back to throw. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
For the lead, here is third and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. And this game is over. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico.